Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ZSR and welcome to the Windbreaker Randomizer Season 5 tournament. It's been a while. We had a lot of tournament action. We had a lot of break time. We had a lot of the community taking a bit of a rest. But that's fine because we are back in full force and it's time for the first out of 8 qualifiers. It's time for Season 5. Without further ado, let's actually switch to the layout. Let's hand it to our 2 commentators, to Mongol and Goldquiver, and Eric Kilo and Artemis are handling the tracking for tonight. Let's go!
We're gonna have some fun today. We're back, Gold. Are you excited? Because I'm excited.
I am so hyped. This is first official race of Season 5. Just got our settings a couple weeks ago, and qualifier starting now. It's 19 people in this race.
It's been amazing to see the community come back because we all took a long break. We had a few tournaments in a row. Everyone was tired, but now we're back with new settings and even some new mechanics. If you want to explain that, we have a little thing called chess counted matches. Chess type or something like that.
Yeah, we have chess type matches contents, CTMC. So the types of chests that we see, you can tell whether they have good items visually or not. Brown chests are going to be useless. Blue chests will be in dungeons only, and they'll have keys. But the ones we're really looking for are the purple spiky ones. Those are going to have our progression items.
Yeah, those are the ones, the important ones. And there's another big thing. We've always joked about this game having hints. But we changed the hint mechanic. You're gonna see all of our runners take a little break and talk to our boat, Cole, the King of Red Lions, and get some hints.
Yeah, we'll have 4 path hints, which will say a certain island or location is on the path to a boss. Yeah. We'll have actually, it looks like we're starting here. So let's see where we're going.
Yeah, we are starting. We have 4 great runners for this first one. We have Tanjo, Tree, Koala, Advocate, and OFC Alex. I'm not saying the 2000. I refuse. And they're gonna read. That's the first new strat in this. Someone should post in race strats just a video about speed reading. Should be useful. So everyone is gonna take the time to note everything that is gonna be said here, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have a nice little command. That's gonna give us the hints. There's about 10 hints in total, and also we do have a starting item. It's gonna be randomized. To date, looks like we're gonna start with the grappling hook, which is always fun. We also start with the wonderful telescope, because we need to be able to peek little things now.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategies that involve just checking the chest as far away as you can, seeing if it's worth getting.
And Tanjo warping to Mother and Child, getting a Tingle statue. Meanwhile, Advo checking in Beetle's shop. There's going to be our iron boots there.
Which I believe are required. I think I saw Wind Temple as one of the required dungeons. Forsaken Fortress, Wind Temple, and Tower of the Gods, I think.
I think Windfall is on the path to Emerald, Mailbox path to Golden, and Private Oasis path to Mulgera. So yes, we do have Wind Temple. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. Some of you people might be remembering the classic Season 2 start of going to Cliff Plateau. It's kind of back.
Yeah, because we start with a sword, so we can do Cliff Plateau and chain that into Bird's Peak Rock just north. There's nothing that really makes that much faster, so it's a very good play and very easy one to do. And check to see if you get an additional item to make your windfall checks.
Well, the big difference, though, we now have a way of jumping from this side, so no need to even go see the Bokobabas. And we're gonna go ahead and try to get storage. And we're opening the chest on top to get the Tingle statue.
Okay, I did miss some of the hints here, but looks like Advocate is opening up. Okay, yeah, I see Advocate opening up the top chest first. Going to go.
We do have the grapple, so
to get in.
We don't need to get storage on the top. I kind of forgot about that. It's a trick I try to purge from my memory, honestly. Sometimes it works, sometimes you're there for 3 hours. It's great. But yeah, without chest storage, it's easy to just climb. And now we're gonna use the grapple to just kind of shimmy our way into this place. Through the wall.
So Qual is going with the storage route, so he's grabbing chest storage. Same way to accomplish different way to accomplish the same goal.
Oh yeah, there's so many ways of getting into that island. It's not even funny.
there is a lot of new things to learn given the hints, because the hints will give you just... It's not exactly a spoiler log, it's a path towards what the possible items could be. So there's a lot to gain, but also a lot to get confused by with these path hints. So they're pretty fun.
Yeah. And what's fun to note is that even if you don't find anything inside of Bird's Peak, it's a great way to get your early game rupees, and we do need kind of a lot of rupees in these settings, so...
Yeah, we need to buy Beetle, we need 45 rupees for Zunari's quest. What else do we need money for? Bait, of course.
Yeah, and Tanjo's gonna shimmy his way inside of the island, the same way as Advo did. Meanwhile, Quali and Alex are inside too. Gonna find out that there's not much here. And where are we going next? For Advo is the question. It's gonna be Windfall. That's a classic. It's always been a classic. But the Windfall hub is back this season.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing how some people will go to Windfall very early and some will put it off quite a bit, because there are 18 full checks on Windfall. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to visit that island 2 or 3 times at least, so do you visit it early or wait a little bit?
Yeah, it's been nice to see just this little conundrum come back. Like, you never know if you want to go or not, because it might be empty. There's a good chance that you're going to find a little something that's going to help you elsewhere, though. But...
One I would get worried about is whether they're going to grab a Picto Box, and if anyone's going to do Lens of Door Cancel before grabbing a Picto Box, because that can be a repetition of work that you have to do if you do that too early.
Oh yeah, and we get a Master Sword in the chest in the House of Wealth. That's always nice to find, just a sword laying around.
Well, it looks like everyone is going to make their way to Windfall now, so they're going to be routing together all of the possible checks that they have here.
Oh yeah, and you're going to see a bunch of different ways of going about it, because not everyone is convinced that one way of doing it is the fastest now, with the new checks that are in there. So it's really fun right now. It's the Wild West of Wind Waker, as I like to call it. The perfect strats have not been found out yet, so you're going to see a lot of strats.
Yeah, like Tanjo checking the Tingle jail first, trying to get some possible items to open up even more checks on Windfall before doing everything else. Some people will put that off until they're doing the killer bees here.
Oh yeah, the killer bees are... It's classic Rando, you know?
Especially the way they dart out of the way sometimes and pull the jukes on you.
And they make you speak with the Anton or Camo. It's really nice.
Tingle having a Din's Pearl.
Oh, that's always nice. At least it used to be really nice, because that pearl used to freeze the lava in front of Dragon Root's cavern. It doesn't do that anymore, but it's still a nice pearl to have. Especially when there's a boss called Golden on the list.
You'll see Koala be doing this peek here as well. He's going to shimmy up against the wall, and that'll clip him slightly out of bounds so you can move the camera. And you'll see that this chest is an important one.
Basically, it puts you just at the right place so you can just duck, and your head is now through the wall. Don't try this at home, because your wall is not made of nothing.
I've had very bad results doing that.
Oh, Thoros Pearl. So 2 pearls in the possession or in the Tingle jail.
Yeah, that's right. Tower of the Gods is accessible already. I mean, we still need our bow and our bombs to do anything in it, but...
yeah. You never know. Up across boxes could be the play.
It does have one check that you don't need anything for that has hop across.
Up across, the check that everyone loves the most. And when you look at that, we have the letter from Komali's father, the guy with no name. Oh, that's some good stuff, man.
Ooh, that's going to let us chain right into paw print after this if we want. Get 3 full checks there. And we have the
everything. Yeah, we have everything now, so 4 checks. And looks like we're gonna do some door cancel on Tanjo's side.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, with door cancel, you get storage, you talk to your boat, and I don't remember the rest because I don't do chest storage.
You open the door, it keeps your hitbox, so your hitbox is crazy low right now. It lets you run through walls and do everything.
Yeah.
By talking to the killer bees, he brings his camera back into view so you can actually see. If you don't change the cutscene, then it'll just be black and you have to pause in order to see where you're going. But this helps them manipulate it a bit more.
But yeah, general rule, when you see them pull out the wand, it means some magic's about to happen. That's how this game works. So even if you don't understand completely what's going on, there's magic now.
So Alex actually started the killer bees, I believe, and now he got the jail chest and is getting pulled down by the rat, falling into the water below. Just to keep the killer bee quest active and not have to restart it.
Oh yeah, that is one way of doing it. Escaping from... with the help of the rat. The rat thinks he's doing something bad to you, but no, really, you're putting us on track.
There are so many different ways to route Windfall, it's mind-boggling.
It's insane. Like, I've even seen some people just start it completely, go into the House of Wealth, get out from the second floor, and then start chasing the blue kid that they already talked to. The top. It's not really good, though, because the blue kid does like to move a lot when you do that.
I think Ivan is the worst here. That he's the trickiest to catch.
Yeah, he knows how to just get close enough to Anton, so you need to socialize. And nobody wants to socialize.
Banjo jumping around a little bit with that door cancel hitbox, just clipping him through the ground into the sea below Windfall.
Yeah, and you're about to see more.
Very difficult to control sometimes, for sure.
Oh, Boomerang from the Killer Bees. Not the best seed to get Boomerang, but Boomerang is a long-range weapon, so it's going to be useful on a Dragon Roost Island, for example.
Miss Mary with the bait bag. We have power bracelets.
2 range items right in a row, because throwing birds at people is range.
That's also opening up, I think, Outset for a full clear, because we have access to do Big Pig now.
Oh yeah,
nice and early.
Have the power bracelets. That's going to be nice.
Oh, Andrew getting into Lenzo's with 1 chest.
Oh, a Picto Box in Lenzo's place, so the first Picto Box is going to be outside. This is supposed to be the deluxe Picto Box, because you need a Picto Box to get in here.
Yeah, that Picto Box is locked by the other Picto Box.
Yeah.
But that also means that door cancel is going to pay off, I believe, because we'll let them take this photo and get that check. That photo right there, you would have to come back and do that if you didn't have the Picto Box when we were doing that door cancel.
Yeah, but let's see if it's gonna be anything before we say it's gonna pay off.
And we have
paw print.
Mm-hmm.
And give that picture. What are the gossip girls gonna give us today? It's a bow. That's real good.
So Denso door cancel looks like a pretty strong play right now.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see where the first Picto Box is gonna be, because it could be quite early. You never know. Oh, and looks like Alex is gonna go around the town for Mila,
doing the night checks.
The night
Windfall,
checks.
yes.
Yeah.
Which includes waiting for Mila for about 2 minutes. Fun.
It's very fun. If you settle on the wall of the staircase, you can just like press R and do squats, so Link gets bigger legs.
Picking up bombs in paw print.
Oh, that's nice. Where are they behind? Oh, they were behind grapple. I was like, are those bomb block bombs?
No, those bombs are just those are behind power bracelets and a bottle.
Oh wow, that's
always
nice. Could always get a little fairy before going to Outset. And
see if Alex is going to get. See if it's going to pay off for Alex here.
Okay, come
If
on.
it does, it's great, but if it's not... Ooh.
Just gotta say crime's bad to that girl, and
That's
she
a
gives
hook
us a hook shot.
shot.
That's real nice. And the Salvage Corp apparently loaded today because they have so much salvaging money.
They're having a pretty successful season.
Oh yeah, there's so much scraps in the ocean.
Looks like Qualifier going to be doing Mila here as well. See if he has picked a box of equip to peek that transparent chest. Haven't been keeping an eye on that, but it's something that you can do from here.
There's so many things that you can do.
It takes time, and you're going to be back for Fire and Ice arrows anyway to see it. So it's not really an important peak, but just fun to see.
Yeah, and so we now have Advo on Crescent Moon Island. Is gonna go get that nice little check. It's another Master Sword.
Ooh, we're going to be pretty fully powered by the time we even get to our first dungeon.
That's always nice. As soon as you have a Master Sword, though, your damage is so much better.
It's capped, but if you level it up fully, you get that nice shiny gem in the middle. It looks pretty nice.
It does look pretty nice. If you power it up like we have right now, you have a guard. You can protect your hands. Nice.
Yeah, we saw Alex do it earlier, but Tanjo as well. Just while waiting for Mila, it's a good time to run around Windfall and to smash some pots, get some rupees, because you do need rupees.
Yeah, even if you get all 60 in Burst Peak Rock, you're gonna run out a little at some point if you need to pay for everything. Never bad to have about 80 of them. Not a lot of money, but it's still some money.
Adbo gonna go buy his iron boots and full clear outset now that we have our bait bag and power bracelets.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all. Meanwhile, Alex is gonna get his power bracelets before going inside of Pop Print, which is very nice. And Mila's about to get there for Koala. Tanjo now about to talk to Maggie.
And maybe with a big nothing.
And about 15 minutes in on the first qualifier of this season, we're gonna see someone save Grandma. I'm so glad.
Yes, it looks like Cliff Plateau in the chat. Cliff Plateau was our path to Helmarock. We got Neru's Pearl and Tingle Statue. I believe, was Enkel hinted dead or something? I missed that one, but Tower of the Gods should have, either a hammer or a possibly a sword.
True. It could be one of or the other.
There.
We have our Baron hints, which are Dragon Roost Island, Iru, Ice Ring, and Tingle. So, and we have our Hero's Pet ones, which are Elmarock on Windfall, Mailbox leading to Golden, and Private Oasis leading to Mulgara. And another one at Cliff Plateau for Elmarock, which probably was the bonds. Oh no, wait. I reversed Pop Print and Cliff Plateau in my head. Never mind.
Okay. It's alright. But yeah, I think it's looking like we have bombs and we have a bow that I think some people got.
Yeah, and here's another change.
Yeah.
Here's another change since last season. We now have randomized pig colors, so Big Pig is gonna be different every seed now.
That pig. Pure pink pig this time.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Yeah, that was a powerful one. Almost made it to the black spots.
Yes, it looks like Tanjo and Koala are the ones that picked up the bow, so they'll be getting bombs in paw print. That's gonna maybe open up a Tower of the Gods for them, since that might be on one of the paths as well. They'll be able to full clear the tower at that point, since they have the grappling.
Wooberry's property. Wooberry's property in this economy.
You'll probably want to wait till you have the leaf to go into Tower of the Gods. Just makes it a lot easier, but I think we can technically clear it all without.
Oh, Advo changing the time of the day instead of doing the roll clip inside Meza's house. I like it. You get to meet Meza, the man himself. The grass cutter that never cuts any grass in this version because in the rando he's always in home either sleeping or being afraid.
I believe you'd be
Poor
able
guy.
to chain that into Grandma's mail as well if he didn't pick that up. Okay, leaf is logically needed for the end of Tower of the Gods. Right, yes. Forgot about that. I think there's that one check at the end that...
Oh, yeah.
Either way, I likely wouldn't enter Tower of the Gods without leaf anyway. it's a risky play.
The floor 1 skip becomes a little harder. And you do need it logically for the third statue. But with some bombs and a will, there's a way. And we found Maggie's letter inside of Mez's house, so maybe a potential trip back to Windfall at some point.
And Grandma is going to give us the ghost ship chart.
That's quite nice to have.
It might be important, it might be nothing. We'll be able to find out at some point.
And it's time to do a nice little roll clip on this house. Basically, we want to thread the needle. We need to go inside of the wall, but not too far inside of the wall, or else we're gonna hit the loading zone to the house. And if we do it right, we can go straight to Jaboon's cave.
After picking up the sword, Qualla with some iron boots that we will need for Wind Temple.
Oh yeah, they're a very important key.
If Wind Temple's not in logic, you don't need iron boots for anything, but if it is, then
oh yeah,
they are required.
I mean, you can just put them on for the handicap, you know?
Alright, we've got a little bit of sailing going on here. Alex is actually going to go grab a ferry at the beginning of Savage Labyrinth because I think he didn't pick one up for Grandma.
It's not a bad spot for it if you.
It's a nice backup if you're there already, absolutely. And Tanjo actually being our first into Tower of the Gods makes sense. No leaf, so a little bit interesting and a little bit spicy.
It's a little spicy, but not too spicy. It's definitely possible to do everything here. It's just gonna be a little harder. And who knows, maybe we're gonna find the leaf at some point. While picking up his sword. Their sword.
Get something off the top of paw print. I'm assuming that he peeked it just before, but... That is a shield. We do need one shield.
And the bird just gave us a shield. That's always nice. Who needs a grandma giving us a shield when we have a bird?
Anjo grabbing the skull hammer on the left side of Tower of the Gods. That should be our path to Helma Rock from Cliff Plateau.
Well, that's gonna be spicy because, like, you could just do floor 1 of Dodgy, go out, do Forsaken Fortress instead. Who knows what's gonna happen now?
It's quick. It's very quick.
It is very, very quick. Especially since they added that nice little warp point to it. Shout outs to Season 2. We didn't have that. Most people swam to that place. And yeah, this is now Season 5. So many different things are going to happen in Season 5. This is only the beginning of the qualifiers. There's going to be another tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST, if I remember. So stay tuned.
Well, also grabbing a ferry from Savage Labyrinth. It seems like it's a nice, especially if you check Mother and Child Islands early.
Oh yeah, that could be very nice.
Accidentally picks up 2 ferries himself, but manages to capture the third one. The third and last one.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been here for a while. It's still really weird to see people just look at the chest and go away. I am not used to this, and we're gonna get used to it this season.
That does lead to a lot of mistakes this season, though, because some chests are a little bit tough to... Advo with a Triforce Shard on Islet of Steel. But yeah, some chests are a little far away, a little tough to see, and if you mispeek them and you think that it's a brown one, but it's actually a progress one...
Oh yeah. I've seen it happen a lot in the practice races this week. Lots of runners have lost really good times to this, so it's a silent killer.
Well, deciding to make our pig angry and chase him. If that pig touches him, that's 3 hearts of damage. That's an insta-death.
Yeah.
But eventually the pig will calm down.
Yeah, the pig has been calmed down, and now just gotta pick up the pig again, throw some bait, and watch as the choo-choo skill us during a cutscene. That's dangerous. Oh, it's time for Up Across Boxes from Tanjo. Meanwhile, Alex about to yeet the pig. And we have Advo on Needle Rock Island.
Pig with Cabana Deed, which it is. Well, it will be open once we have Grappling Hook, Hookshot, and Hammer to do it the fastest, and we will still need Delivery Bag for it, so maybe not the most important right now, but
and there we go.
Is a progress item.
And we get the delivery bag.
Speaking of, yes.
We just had to mention it. What's the next thing you're going to mention? Lottery numbers, please?
I'll try. Delivery bag opens up a bunch of checks on Windfall. It'll open up Zunari, all of the mail that we're going to pick up.
Yeah, it's a very important item. It doesn't look very important, but very nice to have.
Also have the hookshot to clip into the cabana, yes.
That does happen. It does happen a lot.
Tanjo is right at the end of Tower, or leaving Tower of the Gods, has all the items he needs to do cabana the fastest, so he's going straight there. Why not?
Yeah, why not? If you don't own property, just go in through the window, or the door in this case. Don't do that in real life, by the way.
Alex speaking his shield, Advo gonna pick up a skull hammer right away here.
Oh yeah. And meanwhile, Koala about to get out to Grandma's house.
About to get the ghost ship from Grandma.
The crazy thing about this ghost ship chart being on Grandma is maybe when she was an adventurer, it wasn't a ghost ship yet. The ship just died.
It's her old ship, her old crew. Yeah. These are her secrets. You must find them out.
If I find out in Wind Waker 2, the secrets of Grandma, you know. I didn't remember the storage spot. That is a nice one from Tanjo. There's so many storage spots on this island.
Oh yeah, Tanjo is getting storage here, which is basically gonna reduce his hitbox as soon as he opens the chest, and let him walk through walls that you shouldn't be able to walk through normally.
Yeah, usually when they do the testing in games, if the people go through the walls, they see it as a bug, not the feature. We see it as a feature, though, here.
He'll clip a little bit through here. That'll let him shoot his hookshot at the tree behind, and...
Oh, and we got a rupee instead.
Pull into the loading zone of Cabana, which lets us skip that Cabana deed.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Advo trying to do something similar.
Ooh. Advo's doing something spicy here.
Trying to peek the chest inside, I think.
Yeah, he didn't pick up his bow from Windfall, I believe.
And you're gonna see that it's a key. Yeah, Advo doesn't have the bow right now. And maybe if they had the hookshot, they could have just hookshot it in, but not quite, not quite. Speaking of which, Alex is in Tower of the Gods without a bow too, but he does have that nice little hookshot, so you might be able to see another strat. Instead of peeking that chest, you might see him get storage and just hookshot to it. You never know.
Well, going on a nice long sail here.
And nothing on the first check of Cabana.
Generally in these games you want to sail as little as possible because sailing takes a lot of time. But looks like Bola going to Diamond Step with his hookshot and the ghost ship chart from Grandma.
Yeah, not a bad play, not a bad play at all. A Triforce shard at the bottom of Cabana.
Ooh, Cabana is required.
Yeah, and we did have another item on the Chest of the Waterfall, I think, which I completely missed.
Yes, Artem was saying that Oasis was on the path to Mulgara. Didn't see what he picked up from that, but...
maybe Command Melody?
Command Melody? Yes. Thank you, Artemis. Command Melody, yes. Do need Command Melody for for Wind Temple. You have to control...
If you go to Wind Temple without Command Melody, you're not gonna go very far.
Well, getting a very nice bomb push clip here, but kind of getting turned around a little bit. Going to give it another shot. This is definitely the fastest way to do Diamond Step Island.
Yeah, it's an extremely fast way.
But also extremely precise.
I kind of wish we were back in a time where we didn't find out about the trick, because This island is Parkour Island. There's so many ways of breaking the game inside of this island. Just,
Yeah, you can jump on the pot, leap over to the ledge, do a jump slash onto it. You can just...
there's even just a corner of a boat somewhere that just doesn't have floor. So you just can flip out of bounds without even trying. I love it.
Advo getting a kind of poor cycle on the hop across. That's unfortunate.
Good to see. It's not... Good to see someone else as that corner as a favorite corner.
Looks like we have a brown chest in Diamond Step for Quala. I believe.
And apparently it's a brown chest inside of Bomb Island too, or Tanjo.
So Quala's able to...
have a spiky one here with Note to Mom. I love Note to Mom because when you get it, you're not sure if it's going to be something good until you open it.
I like it because the news that you're giving is not to your mom.
Yeah.
It's just to someone else's mom.
Bido's mom, Wooey sends a letter to be amazed at you. It's something.
Alex picking up his
for
Skullhammer. Quala's going to go to Ghost Ship now, and you can peek the chest in Ghost Ship, so you're going to see him telescope to see what kind of chest we're looking for there.
Oh yeah, that's always a good way of doing it.
That looks like nothing, so
yeah.
Grandma is dead.
No, Grandma is not dead, she's healed.
Grandma's adventures have been fruitless this seed.
Oh, she just did the One Piece a lot better than you think. Oh, look at that. We have Advo about to do what Tenjo did a few minutes ago. Not gonna use the same spot, though. Oh, actually, you're gonna use the Wind Waker dive to get up to the chest.
Yes,
just remember.
Didn't pick up his hook shot, so he can't go up there the fast way. But
yeah,
this
that's another way
works.
of doing it. It's a classic way that we found out on Diamond Step, and it works here too. But in this game, they always put you on the highest plane of water, and we get to see the commit melody too. So that's nice.
Yes, Grandma did give us soup. It is always nice to have soup as a backup. It's a good reassurance to have.
And yes, according to the Geneva Convention, Section 4, Article 20, not saying Grandma, when able to, is a war crime and punishable with up to 69 months in the soup factory. I can't believe someone made this.
I believe we also have another one relevant to that. Yeah, there we are. Hashtag or exclamation point soup.
Yeah, it's two classics. I do love when my jokes go too far. Thank you, everyone, for making comments about us.
So Phantom Ganon has a spiky chest. Was that a hint to that?
I don't know, but basically, I think Tanjo's gonna keep it to get to the boss later.
Mm-hmm. So that's a very, very quick way to get up to Helmarok.
Extremely quick way of getting up to Helmarok. There's many ways of doing it, and when you don't have Leaf, that is by far the fastest. Oh, another shield.
Our second shield. I mean, we don't...
Very nice.
Mirror Shield will unlock one check on the overworld this seed, because we don't have Earth Temple, but Angular Cave is the only thing that Mirror Shield would open up for us.
Yeah, and we're gonna jump to that window here. Who needs a map when you're done? Just do the dungeon in whatever way you want. Talking about maps, actually, that's something new with this season. Every maps and compass are already in your inventory when you start the seed, so there's more chests that are gonna be good in dungeons usually. At least that could be good.
We start with compasses and maps. We also start with Earth God's Lyric and Wind God's Aria. So we don't have to find those items because they were leading to really long path hints that just led to a song that most people can skip anyway.
Yeah, and it's always good to have for the people that don't like to skip them. So, because the skips are not the easiest.
So. Quick peek and seeing we need. Actually, have quite a few important items in Forsaken Fortress this seed here.
Yeah, Forsaken Fortress has been really good to me in these settings. Well, fire and ice arrows, that is very nice to see. Yeah, pretty much automatic map percent. That's very
Quala's
nice.
doing a tough peek here, tricky peek, looking at that small island chest.
And we're gonna
in
get
Forest
some.
Haven.
Gonna get some bomb drop storage from Tenjo. That one is one of the most advanced tricks. It's not easy to do. You have the stress of the bomb about to explode the whole time. it's quite nice.
It's the worst when you have only 4 bombs left and you can't mess it up.
Oh boy. There's always a backup that's a little easier in this dungeon. You can always store the chest on bed and climb your way up from inside.
Yeah, Quala being the first one for us going for the Forest Haven checks. Maybe we have a vanilla leaf, possibly?
I'm gonna use a Wind Waker dive to go under the island and swim all the way to the loading zone.
Oh, that's right. Quala has Hero's Charm, I think.
That is
with,
true.
That's the bunny ears, right?
I completely missed that, but that's nice to see. It doesn't make you go faster in this game, though. Cyclos apparently had that. Thank you, Rick. We have 2 fantastic trackers today. Artemis, who asks about where something was, and Eric, who told us where it was. They're a great duo. I love you both.
And yes, it is an automatic disqualify if you don't equip the Hero's Charm.
At least it is in my heart. Technically, it's not on the rose sheet, sadly. And we're gonna climb all the way up using the bulbs. Meanwhile, Tenjo's gonna try to get storage here. If you don't get storage here, the fight has a potential to be much longer.
We have an empty tree branch. Yes, Tanjo with storage lets him move during that cutscene because it stored his ability. I think his ability to be locked during the cutscene. And try to position himself to be underneath when Helmarok is coming into.
And I mentioned the climbing up from inside the Forsaken Fortress. Looks like Advo, or not. You can also do that. It's another nice way of doing it.
Advo getting grabbed, yes, to escape, have a prison escape here.
Basically, you want to go in jail, so you're now on the 2nd floor. Something that you can't do without the leaf or the hookshot or a very weird jump. So.
While heading into Bomb Island, he's going to be getting the bad news when he sees that chest.
Oh, there's many things, Artemis. There's many things. Basically, there's a jump to go to the 2nd floor, but there's not a jump to get to that chest in particular. So you still do need the hand. You still do need the hand. I was just talking about going to the 2nd floor, which is, it's more broad.
Alright, Advo in Forsaken Fortress without the leaf or the hookshot is a very spicy play.
This is another way to get the 2nd floor. Nice. The bookshelf jump is also good. And there's also like a small peg in the chest on bedroom that you can jump to. There's many ways of going about things. Many of them which are woefully slower than just doing it.
My goal of playing this game is to play the least amount of this game possible.
Artemis, don't worry. I'm talking about old strats. Strats that we don't do anymore because they're slow. You're fine.
Alright, Alex and Advo getting their mirror shields, so Angular is going to be fully open to them.
Oh yeah, that is always nice to see. And Advo, I'm gonna spin on this boss right here. And there we go. Meanwhile, we have a Koala on the private oasis. We have an Alex about to go for the Phantom Ganon fight. And we have Tenjo doing some shopping. The shopping spree is very important. Oh, Koala's gonna get the storage on this small ledge here. Not my favorite.
It's a very tricky
quick
spot.
timing. Very quick timing, and the water just makes you go away. It's something, but it is possible.
I've heard that spot called the worst storage spot in the game multiple times.
It's up there. It's up there. I can think of another one that's pretty bad. If you don't like bomb drop storage, the Forsaken Fortress the storage spot to use the Phantom Ganon chest is quite bad. There's one in the staircase right next to it that just has mini blins coming at you all the time. This is quite good. It's quite good.
Ooh, Alex getting a first try bomb drop there on that chest, I believe, before the
that
mini
was
blins even got to him.
If it wasn't fast at first try, it was really fast, though. And Advo making their way up. Emerald's cabinet for Koala. It's something that's definitely possible. It's a little longer, but you guys are about to see it. It's another nice trick to have in your arsenal. It's not hard to learn, it's just a little slower. We're gonna use one of the most broken mechanics in the game, the Sidling Scrats. And by the way, you can hookshot up some ladders inside of this place.
You can hookshot every ladder in the cabana except for the last one.
Yep. And we're gonna settle between the barrier and the wall, and there we go, we're through. Who needs a hammer? And we're gonna use the hookshot to peek all the way to this chest, and also get to this chest.
We call his first shard. We know the location of 2 other shards due to our hints. There's a shard in Fire Mountain and a shard in the Tower of the Gods mini-boss.
And we know another one, Highlight of Steel, I think we saw earlier.
That means I think we just have one more shard that we don't know the location of?
I think so, yeah. So I'd go get the one on Highlight of Steel. That's why I remember that one.
I still have the one in the bottom of the cabana.
Yeah, apparently we're only looking for one extra, as I like to call them, free-range shards. They get to graze wherever they want. It's amazing.
While getting caught up by some of the redeads here, one of the downsides of Hammerless Cabana, you have to fight these guys, and if you try to skip them, you can try to crawl through the pipe, they'll catch you, and they can void you out, send you right back to the beginning.
Yeah, it's really dangerous to go straight for it, but I've seen some runners do it because being fast is important. Yes, organic, free-range, grass-fed shards.
Yes, Errol Mail did not have a leaf.
That was a different skew from Danjo. That pig is now at a different spot than usual, but that works too. And Advo finishing things off with Elmarok. Meanwhile, Alex about to finish things off with Elmarok.
Very interesting that no runners have our leaf yet.
Have you seen the quick spins on that? That was quick. All 5 of them.
Yes. I think, yeah. If you get those just right, I think they are faster than the hammer. But 5 quick spins in a row is.
It's really hard to get it right. I'm a big believer of just hammering at things, personally. But it's always cool to see some runners with more confidence do the really fast strats. And Grandma's about to give Danjo his Go Ship chart.
Oh yeah, it looks like Spelunky Link saying that Tanjo was soft locked with the big pig. I must have missed that one, but I think he got his Go Ship chart twice, I believe. That would make sense.
Oh, that explains why I thought that looked familiar. Oh, and Koala about to get to Highlight of Steel.
But yes, very interesting that we haven't gotten our leaf yet.
Oh, Advo still doesn't have the hookshot, so they're gonna have to use that nice little strat. That is very Season 3. I love it. You jump in the middle of the whirlpool with the Octo, and you just get spawned on top of the island.
Yeah, avoids you out, doesn't know where to put you, even though in other situations you just get put in your boat randomly in the sea somewhere, but...
And the game just doesn't know how to handle this island in particular.
Might have to go back and see how Tanjo's soft lock on that pig. I didn't notice that one. Yeah. Picked up the pig on the frame. Its digging cutscene started.
Oh, that is one bad way of losing your pig. Oh
Then
boy.
it would be try to dig, and it wouldn't give you camera control back until it dug up its item. But it's hoisted.
Never
in
gonna dig the
air.
item. It's never gonna happen. And now, Tanjiro got access to property, even if it took longer. And he doesn't take it. He doesn't believe in property. Our most communist of runners today.
He's already broken and entered.
And he's doing it again, right now! That Tanjiro is a menace.
Well, heading over to Needle Rock here. I think we had one of the runners do Needle Rock already, haven't we?
I think we saw the overworld chest, but not the one on the inside. So we're gonna see the same thing again, because no fire and ice arrows on Koala's side. Overworld was a Tingle statue according to our tracker. Artemis, thank you Artemis. Otumon being found by Advo. Ah boy. And it's time for some climbing for Alex.
Tanjo, the only one with fire and ice arrows right now so far as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
See if those checks are going to be paying off. We know Ice Ring Isle is dead. We know Fire Mountain is a shard, which you can get any time, really.
It's still an essential thing to have, but
And
you
Artemis again.
can go whenever you want.
Good point again, Artemis. We don't know where our logical first Picto box was, because the one everyone, or the one that Tanjo and Koala have, are the one that's locked behind the Picto box.
Very true. That's very true, actually. Oh man. Wild idea. What if the Picto was an Hyrule? That would be funny. But I don't think that's possible in this one.
Yeah. I'm suspecting it'll be Tower of the Gods. I don't think anyone has completed Tower of the Gods yet, have they?
We've been to a lot of places. Everyone has been on floor 1, I think, but everyone dipped out.
Yeah, like you don't want to go into Tower of the Gods without a leaf. Not because it's particularly horrible. It just never feels good. Like the leaf speeds up so much in Tower of the Gods.
Oh yeah, leaf could be deeper inside of Taji though, so you never know.
They're going to be running out of locations pretty soon.
Yeah, at some point, they're going to have to commit to someplace. Leaf can also be in the first chest of Wind Temple. That's always a funny one.
I have a feeling Angular Island is going to be some important progression for us in the cave with the Mirror Shield. I think that's... I'm gonna bet a hinge on that being something.
And apparently the top is also a spiky chest, so... Let's see if the inside is a spiky chest.
It
Looks
is
like not.
So the one check that Mirror Shield opens is nothing. This seed.
Oh, and Advo is back on Windfall. Time for Mila.
Mila had our hook shot, didn't she?
Yep, a hook shot. So Advo's gonna find a hook shot and be like, oh, that was a lot of tricks I could have avoided. But why not? It's cool that Advo had to avoid all those tricks because we got to see a lot of cool things.
It's you always want to try putting off some of the longer checks on Windfall that take like a minute or two for a single check, because if you can skip those, then it's such a big advantage.
Well seen by the chat. We saw Koala dip out of Angular, but they don't have the mirror shield, so it could still be a spiky chest, and I missed it.
Oh, it looks like it is. Alex is grabbing it.
Oh wow!
And he does have the mirror shield.
I do not have the eyes to see if it is or not. Oh, and
Yeah.
ZeldaSpeedRuns too. Welcome to this nice race. This is the first qualifiers. Welcome, Raiders. First qualifiers of Season 5 of the Wind Waker Randomizer. We're gonna have some fun. This is the first one. There's gonna be 7 more, including one tomorrow at 1 p.m. Who knows? Maybe you want to watch it. Maybe you want to catch it. Maybe you want to play with us. Everything's possible.
All right, Alex going to be the first one picking up the angular cave chest and see how important this is.
Yeah, and Alex opening the chest.
Oh,
It's the Deku Leaf!
oh, that is amazing.
Oh, that is sad for Koala.
Tanjo doing the first. You're right, Tanjo doing the first view of the Needle Rock cave chest as well.
Oh, that is some good information. We're getting a lot of new places in a very small amount of time. And Koala's back to Top G. Or is it the first time? I think it's the first time.
I think it is. We'll see if he wants to clear out floor 1 and then go to Forsaken Fortress, or if he wants to full clear Tower of the Gods without the leaf.
Yeah, oh, and Advo is gonna look at this. It's another empty bottle for Tanjo.
So things could be very unfortunate for Koala here if he decides to full clear Tower of the Gods right now without the leaf.
We do love when a location is not into Bayern because it's another one of the bottles and the game doesn't know how to handle this yet. We do have commands for the hints. It's exclamation mark Pat, it's Baron, and that's it. Actually, I think.
Yeah, we do have another type of hint, the item hints. I think the important ones for our item hints is that Fire Mountain Cave was a shard and Tower of the Gods mini boss was a shard, and that's all the important items that we got.
Yeah,
we do have a Tingle statue on Golf, but Ankle is hinted dead, so that's.
And we do know that trading flowers today is not required because it's a piece of art at the end, which is always nice to know. Not the quickest checks.
Alex going straight into Tower of the Gods with that leaf, that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. So we're gonna get to learn a lot about G2 now. We do like that.
Tower of the Gods, or some people say Tower of the Assassin Rats, apparently. That was a mean hit.
That rat was just screamed the same energy of "Get down, Mr. President!" Because the laser missed us thanks to him, but... And Tower of the Slog, some people like to call it, because there's a lot of cutscenes. Fun fact, the second statue that we saved actually won an Oscar for a supporting role, thanks to that cutscene. It's great. And now we're about to see the first statue, which is also cute, because you get to grab it through the floor, which is nice. Oh, that's spicy, Artemis. Saying that someone is their own Oscar? That's cool.
Artemis gonna just yoink that statue through the floor.
Yoink that to the floor. You know, and we're trying to aim at the thing that moves the most in the game. Up and down, side to side alone. It's great.
Yeah. Logically, you do need command melody for Tower of the Gods, but there's ways to skip it for everywhere that you need it.
And about to get, if I recall, our nice little hero's charm. Are they going to equip it? Are they not going to equip it and get disqualified, but just in our hearts? Who knows?
Synchronized Cyclos.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice hero's charm.
All right, Koala should be picking up his mirror shield. There we are. Yeah.
Oh, we have a warp in sync.
So Koala ducked out of Tower of the Gods.
Oh boy. Advo didn't put it on. Advo didn't put it on.
Uh-oh. Advo has been known to put it on.
To do it.
Advo has been known to put it on just before fighting Ganon.
Tanjo's not putting it on either. Oh boy.
We have a Tower of the Gods big key on one of the mandatory checks in Tower of the Gods, so there's going to be no big key skip today.
Oh, that is quite nice. Big key skip in Tower of the Gods is not the easiest, and Tenjo's putting it on. Wonderful.
Looks like we have a slight hiccup in our restream right now.
Just a little. And we have Tenjo about to do the Wind Waker dive inside of Forest Haven. Alex going for the second statue right now.
Yes, looks like our Our voices are coming through with the video, but the videos are loading on the restream right now.
Wonderful.
Well, we just have to commentate more.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say it's stuff.
Quality Driving Fire and Ice. Quality Driving Fire and Ice at Forsaken Fortress. Alex doing the second statue skip.
Yeah.
In Tower of the Gods.
Skip.
It's quite precise, but there are setups for it, and he gets it first try.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Tanjo and Advocate having the same idea of checking Forest Haven now. Going to the top of the tree branch to see that it's dead.
Yeah, that tree is not bearing fruits today.
And Qual are going to be fighting Phantom Ganon here. Going to be grabbing whatever that spiky chest was there. Welcome to ZSR Radio.
Yeah, the ZSR Radio. A place where we get only Zelda, Zelda, and Zelda.
Zelda, Zelda, Zelda.
This is not your grandma's Zelda.
This isn't even your dad's Zelda.
It's our Zelda.
It's Wild West Wind Waker Randomizer Zelda.
Pull out the wand with us and have fun doing magic.
Alex is going to be picking up his shard in the Tower of the Gods mini-boss room. Gotta put him at 4
radio
total.
Is brought to you by our sponsor, which is ZSR.
ZSR 2.
Don't forget to tune in to ZSR Hate the Old Show. At some point, it's gonna happen. Can't wait for it.
Wind Waker ZSR.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Advo is now inside of Angular, doing some Angular strats.
While giving a try to that bomb push storage off of the Phantom Ganon chest, and showing how annoying it is with the mini blins being there, just annoying you all the time. They're really pesky.
They're very, very pesky. Tanjo also in Angular now. Tanjo and Advo are sharing one brain cell today, apparently.
Yeah, they've been holding hands the last 10 minutes. It's great.
I love it.
While getting a third try, push George, I believe, and up to go fight Helmrock. Advo picking up his leaf. There we go. Tanjo will be picking it up shortly after.
Oh, the gravity in this island. It annoys me greatly. Pulling a block and the one at the top doesn't slide with it.
Our stream should be loading back up here. We should be having video again shortly.
Oh my god. Video is about to kill the radio.
Oh no, don't tell me. Don't say it's true.
Oh boy. Good thing we look good on TV. Do we? Oh boy. I haven't seen myself in about 7 years.
My camera on this whole time. Alex doing a interesting little side shuffle swim. I wonder if that's faster.
Yeah. And
but getting some nice peaks on this second room, or this platform room of Tower of the Gods.
Yeah.
Round chest, so we can safely ignore that.
Always nice.
Other one also safely ignore, so we'll just ignore that room. That's the power of peaks.
That's the power using your eyes. Eyes are really useful this season. Really, really useful. They're the item you start the game with, and they better be good. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Eyes are useful, yes.
So
if you're colorblind, it's good.
We get a little divergence now between Advo and Tanjo. Advo going right into Tower of the Gods, but Tanjo deciding to get those Fire and Ice checks on Windfall.
Yeah, because Tanjo is the only one with Fire and Ice right now, so...
And also Creeb has had light arrows an incredibly large amount of times. Like,
oh yeah, it's been there.
Creeb is always the MVP with the light arrows coming in.
I know it's confirmation bias, but I want to believe.
I don't know. We're gonna find out if Creeb's gonna be having anything for us here. Our transparent chest.
Transparent chest. Nice, nice, nice. Creeb was really hype in season 2. It always had the goods. Always had the goods. Today he has the not so good.
Not so good.
Not so good, yes. Oh, and we're gonna jump straight into this place, the House of Wealth. Oh, and we got the cutscene messed up. We love that. Okay, it's I for Maggie's dad. That is true. If you need money at some point and you have spoilers bag, it's a good way to get money.
If you want to get out of any conversation, just do what Maggie's dad does. Just shout silence, be gone, until eventually they be gone.
Yeah, usually it works on most people because, yeah, I'm not having none of that. It would work on me at least.
Alright, so now Koala is finished for Second Fortress and has the mirror shield, so hopefully they go to Angular before Tower of the Gods, but looks like they might be doing so.
Rat from Alex for climbing to the laser. Quite nice.
And you're getting the longer nighttime cutscene of the bar.
Yeah. Oh, and we have a spiky chest. It's fire and ice arrows.
Ooh.
So we know where all of our bows are.
Yeah, those will be lights for Tanjo and for Koala, I believe.
And seemingly, it means that the Picto arrows are the last ones. Seemingly.
Yeah, we still don't have our first Picto box.
Apparently, Wind Temple might be the home of the Picto box today. Oh, and a shard! The free-range shard has been found by Tanjo. It was on the transparent chest all along.
Alright, we know where all of our shards are now then. We know where all of our bows and we know all of our swords, so we are in no mode, I believe.
I do believe that is right.
Know where everything is, just have to get it.
And Alex about to fight what I believe to be the second boss of his seed.
And Tanjo heading up into Wind Temple. First one into Wind Temple here. Ooh,
Advo messing up a little on the boomer setup, as we like to call it. The boomer setup is that there's no setup. It's just,
there's no setup, just go for it.
Just use your eyes and go for it.
Half the time it works all the time. Ooh, second one.
1/3 of the time works every time. And Makar's little bunny ears.
Oh,
that's
Makar's
so cute.
little bunny ears, yeah. Makar, one of the more polarizing characters of Wind Waker. Some people adore him, some people want nothing to do with him.
If only he didn't struggle as much as me on stairs. If only.
What shards does Tanjo need? I think Tanjo needs Islet of Steel, I think.
I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure.
Because we had Islet of Steel, Bottom of Cabana, Transparent Chest, Fire Mountain. Fire Mountain, yeah, that's the one.
Fire Mountain, yes.
And Tower of the Gods mini-boss. Those are our 5 shards.
I don't think Tanjo's been back to Tower of the Gods. That's the one. Two.
I mean, he has all the items that he needs to do Wind Temple about as fast as he can. The only things that would help out would be light arrows, which you can't really rely on getting. And even then, it wouldn't speed it up too much, so it's perfectly reasonable to clear out Wind Temple here.
Wind Temple probably has our first Picto box, which is the second Picto box for some of our runners, but still.
Yeah, we don't have our logical first Picto box. Really unfortunate for Tanjo that Wind Temple is going to be empty here.
At least, thankfully, with the peaking strats, Wind Temple is a lot faster than it used to be.
That's true. I think
Tanjo getting that shard.
Tanjo might be looking for light arrows, and probably another shard at least for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe not for sure. No, not for sure. He doesn't need another shard. He knows where his 2 missing shards are. Fire Mountain and Tower of the Gods.
Pompey and Vera were into Baron, but some runners did Lenzel Dark Cancel, which led to them having their first Picto inside of Lenzo's place, literally. And that led to a bow, I believe, on Pompey and Vera.
And we still don't have our logical first Picto box, which is really interesting. Lenzo Door Cancel led to one Picto in Lenzo's place, yes, and we haven't gotten our second one. I don't know where it is.
We're still looking for the first one. The second one in our head is already there.
Oh, Alex is gonna go pick up his hero's charm from Cyclist now.
And there we go. Paul about to go to the second floor of Tower of the Gods. Meanwhile, Alex about to shoot the most moving target of the game because it moves, your boat moves, and just overall a bad time.
I think the bows were Pompey and Vera meeting photo, Forsaken Fortress, and I think Big Key Chest in Tower of the Gods. Was that the third one?
Yeah. I think so, exactly. And the one in Forsaken Fortress was in the lower gel sail, if I remember right. I have a decent memory, that's why I don't really track.
I track and I still don't have a decent memory.
Look at that. Cyclo's going away, Alex is warping away, and hopefully putting on the mask sooner or later. Advo entering the room. And just gonna peek that chest right there. Montanjo's gonna backflip inside of the tornado here.
And there does still need at least one key. Well, I mean, to full clear, you probably want both keys. You can do it with one key, I think. But yeah, I think Tanjo's just really hoping to find some progress items here, and I think he's going to be a little bit disappointed.
It's just a little disappointed.
He might get the Picto, but we'll see.
And Alex now climbing Fire Mountain. Gonna get that item sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
not a bad play.
Doesn't matter at what point that you get it. It's pretty much just the leaf is the only thing that would really speed that up. Maybe some weapons to kill the Megtails. But otherwise, not too bad.
Hey, we entered at 429. I mean, Minenko is a good question, but I think that we know where everything is, so maybe we're going to find something neat, but we're not going to find something good.
Wind Temple Big Key Chest has a Moblins letter.
Oh. Oh, that is right. Minenko is into the heart piece. Is it? Oh, that's another check.
Looks like it.
Huh.
I will get pestered by some bats here a little bit.
we had two Windfall checks being into this Baron with Piece of Hearts today. That's nice. That's why I was confused.
Nico and stocking the exotic flower, yeah. Okay. Those are some pretty. Well, the flower stock is the long one. That's nice to not have to do.
Oh, that is really nice when that
happens.
happens.
Yeah, things for Tanjo might be a little bit interesting here because I think Tanjo's trying to find just something else in Wind Temple here that is not going to be there.
Yeah, it does happen. It happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell where it is.
You never can.
Until you've seen it.
Well, maybe that's something with the hints that we're trying out. Is maybe you can see a little bit more, but in this case, I don't think there wasn't much to tell us.
Just gonna get out the pack of tarot cards and decide where I go next. I wonder if Maggie has the Picto. That would be quite deep. I like it. And Koala fighting the mini boss in Tower of the Gods. That one Dark Nut that doesn't work for Ganon is the only one.
Adbo with his Fire and Ice arrows.
Alex getting the transparent chest soon.
Yeah, I have a feeling that many of the others are going to be able to skip a lot of Wind Temple, and I think Tanja's going to be in a bit of a rough
It's a little
spot.
unfortunate for Tenjo, but this is the first qualifier of many. And I think only your first 2 actually count. Or no, your 2 best, and your first 4 can count.
And there's still a lot to go as well. It's tough to say. I don't think I can tell who, if anyone, like has a sizable lead or anything right now. It's a little bit difficult, but
Yeah, our 4 runners have been running just fantastic today. Not many mistakes, if at all.
absolutely,
It's really nice to see.
they're all doing a very good job. They're all very, very quick. Yeah, Quala's in a good position because Quala's going to get his light arrows right away.
Oh yeah,
Until
that's
the gods
very
here, and then he's just going to be shard hunting, knowing where. Well,
The only thing that's sad about getting lights just before golden is that you click R a little more during the fight. Danjo now in the fruit loops mini boss room, as I like to call it. And that's 1 dead Fruit Loop mascot. That's a 2nd dead Fruit Loops mascot. And that one, well, I'm just gonna pretend it's Tony the Tiger. Hey, that's a spiky chest.
I had a lot of spiky chests in Wind Temple, but I think they're all just.
They're just neat stuff, not useful stuff.
The question if Quala's going to be in go mode here. I think. How many shards does Quala need? 4 shards left?
Yeah, I think Oh, Picto Box is here. I think we're gonna be missing 1 shard or something like that.
I think we will be missing a shard. We'll know that the Fire Mountain one exists. And I think we're still missing 1 more.
The Picto we just saw, that's the first Picto in logic.
That's the logical first Picto, yeah. Which leads to a bow. Which is probably your logical light arrows, actually.
That's mean. That's mean.
Actually, Tencho making a mistake. There's a bit of a mistake there.
Yep.
Skipping to the basement, but not a huge one.
Yeah, it's fine. Especially when we go through that door, we get just warped back there. Quite nice. Just right next to it. But yeah, that Picto being so deep in Wind Temple actually helps Tanjo a lot. Because the runners that didn't do Lenzo Door Cancel are going to be looking for that Picto.
Which I believe is Advo and Alex. Did they?
Yeah, Advo and Alex both didn't do Lenzo Door Cancel. They could always do it. There's a blind version that exists.
It's there. They can do
It's
it
there.
right now.
It's something that you can do. It's something that a lot of people did actually last in spoiler log tournaments. So you could see it happen. And meanwhile, Quala though is gonna be just riding on sunshine because Lenzo Door Cancel has been performed, and the Wind Temple is gonna probably be a go mode dungeon for them.
Alex picking up his last shard here. Alex will just need light arrows after this, which, if he does Lenzo Door Cancel, he'll be in go mode.
The good question, Artemis, actually. I do not know if it works exactly the same way. But maybe there's a way. Maybe. Or maybe someone in the chat is going to tell us that I'm completely wrong, which is great. I love learning new things. And Advo about to get a transparent chest.
Well, getting an interesting little grab there to get up to the pedestal in Tower of the Gods, not having to go down around and walk up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
I've tried getting that. It seems a little tricky to get, but if you do.
And
By the way, here's his
Quala
lights.
now on light arrows. Some of the people that were there last season and are thinking, hey, we're getting dangerous close to the end of the seed already, and it's only been an hour and 12 minutes. Well, these settings are a little faster, just a little.
Yeah, I think in Season 4, times used to be between an hour 40 and 2.5 hours almost.
Oh yeah, between 2 and 2.5 were not rare, honestly. Or were not
Most
rare.
most of these season 5 seeds are between an hour and a half and 2, so it's a little bit quicker for sure.
It is quicker. But it's kind of a cycle because in season 1 the settings were quite long. In season 2 they cut a lot out of it, and it became something that was similar in time to this season that we have actually. Then season 3 added a few checks because they thought it was too fast. Season 4 added even more checks. Tried to remove a few, didn't quite work. And now we're back to shorter settings. It is definitely a cycle. Also, it's time to cat jam.
Time to catch him.
I need to type it out because for some reason it doesn't show up in my emotes. Oh, and Alex getting a Tingle statue, as we already knew, but I'm always excited for Tingle statues, even when I know Ankle is barren. I like Tingle, okay?
Yeah, I think Alex and Koala are both in really good shape here, because Advo's going into Wind Temple, still looking for light arrows.
Oh, yeah. Well, Alex is also gonna go in Wind Temple looking for light arrows at some point.
Oh,
If they don't do
yeah, that's true.
door cancel.
If they don't do lens of door cancel, then for sure. But if they do, then they'll be in great shape.
It's a possibility. And cat jam's over. At least for now. I do like that about the rando because the actual speedruns of that game, instead of having that nice Mulgara music, I think you just get Makar playing the violin awkwardly in a corner. It's quite good. Good violin, but it's not Mulgara's theme.
He's a good player, and Makar's why we play this game.
Yeah. And
Well, it's having
Advo is jumping. There's some
Team
people
Medley
that
or
play this game for Makar, some people play this game for Medley, I play this game for Grandma. Okay? Team Grandma. Replace every NPC by Grandma.
Always save Grandma.
Play as Grandma and save Grandma as Grandma. It's great. Unless you need to hang with the bow, then it's not that great. Because Grandma has big muscular arms that take most of the screen.
Alright, so Tanjo still hasn't finished Tower of the Gods. I wonder if they're... going back to Windfall.
Warping to Windfall. I think it's just to be to get some mail, but sure. Moblin letter, yes, Moblin letter.
Yes, which was in Wind Temple. Koala needing 2 shards until go mode. Alex needing 1 bow, and they are on Windfall, so that might be a thing. Advo needing a shard and a bow, and I think Tanjo has everything, just missing a couple of shards, right? Oh no, he's looking for lights as well.
Missing lights, but the lights are on the path on .g. And enjoy pendant.
Koala trying the difficult shot on the Windfall windmill from the boat. It's very, very tricky, very precise. It doesn't always work out because the boat bobs a little bit as well. It's tough to get a good lineup.
It is. Honestly, there's a few tricks that look deceptively easy when the runners get them right. Advo keeps digging. Oh yeah, Alex and Advo are probably going to be sad for the picto box. And Alex also entering Wind Temple. So, apparently, Lenzo door cancel today was the play.
It looked like it. It's a little bit unfortunate for Alex, but they'll be able to get through there pretty quickly and pick it up soon. I know there's a couple, looks like bait items in Wind Temple that are going to cost some time, but yeah, Koala's looking pretty good right now.
Oh yeah.
Advo as well, going to be picking up some of these bait items in the Wind Temple.
do believe the command is exclamation mark Baron or full. Not sure. Yeah, there we go.
There it is. There we are.
There you go, Fenris. We got you covered. At least Gold has you covered because Gold types faster than I do.
If we have a command for the item hints, I think just Path and Baron, but
yeah, I think we have Path and Baron, but item hints are quite easy to remember. And there we go, Koala getting another shard here. Oh,
Koala is in no
Wind
mode
Temple.
now. Koala knows Mulgara Shard and Fire Mountain Shard are his last ones, because I believe he didn't get Fire Mountain yet.
That isn't true.
So I think Koala's in no mode right now.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. But it's interesting to see Wind Temple first. I like it.
And Tangent picking up his Fire Mountain Shard. Fire Mountain, one of those checks that people are absolutely thrilled to have to do.
It's quite it's a location. People don't like to go there because it's quite long, but sometimes it does pay off. Grabbing the little onion boy on his way. Alex is just jumping on the side. Advo grabbing treasure chart 19.
One of the more important treasure charts.
It's very important. Extremely important.
So Koala is going to be looking for one small key, and just one small key in Wind Temple. As soon as he gets one of those, or as soon as they get one of those, they're going to be rushing Mulgara most likely.
Yeah. And if they get the big key on the way, even better. If they don't, well, too bad.
Big key was behind the stone head, so it's kind of on the way. There's a key chest behind the big stone head there. And that is the big key.
I think that means that we're gonna have the big key for this. That's nice.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be
I don't think there's a small key before that, so it should be nice.
That'll be the first chest he checks. Won't have to do the big key skip, and then just be looking for a small one from there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alex is going to pick that key up right now.
Yeah. I like to say it's even better because less tricks is better, you know? Less risk of failing. It's always great.
Tanjo finally going back into Tower of the Gods to finish up. He's going to grab his lights here.
Oh, yeah.
And then Tanjo will only be one shard remaining at that point.
Grab the little onion, grab the little statue. Everyone is grabbing something right now. And yeah, it's always nice to see.
Tanjo still needs one shard, I believe. Because he got the Fire Mountain hint, and he's... Oh, no, yeah, Tanjo will be Go Mode after this, that's right.
Yep.
Hachime Bus has our last shard that he needs.
Yeah, so Tenjo is going to be Go Mode at the end of this dungeon. Koala is already Go Mode, just needs to grab a few things. Alex and Advo still looking a little.
Yeah, Alex just needs his lights that are on the secret meeting photo, and Advo also needs that. Yeah, Lenzo Door Cancel absolutely was the right play this seed.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the results are because we have 4 fantastic runners on this restring. We have Tenjo, 3, Koala, Advocate, and OFC 2000 Alex. I don't like to say the 2000 part because it doesn't flow well, but still, that's his name.
Of course,
but we have quite a few runners in this seed. There's 19 people that signed up, and we're not gonna talk about them too much. But it's big. It's a big tournament. It's the start of something fun.
Great things to come, absolutely.
And if you enjoy what you're seeing right now, do come back tomorrow at 1 PM EST. There's gonna be the second qualifier race of this tournament. Probably gonna see 4 different runners. It's gonna be great fun.
Yeah, second qualifier at 1 PM EST.
But yeah, we can just plug our runners. Here's their links. You can plug our trackers if that still exists. I don't think it does. But yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Artemis Mitz and Eric Kilo 9, both doing a great job. And you can also go follow my friend Goldquiver at Octosplate, I think. It's very it's well it is.
But all right, Koala picking up a small key here. So I think Koala's gonna be in go mode right now. Yeah, he is save warping right away. He knows it.
Do you smell that? That's the smell of go mode in the morning. But it's the afternoon or the night, depending on where you are.
Advo picking up some of these. Oh, there's Advo's first Picto Box.
Yeah, Picto Box.
That's gonna lead to his bow, and he's gonna be very sad.
The crazy thing is, I think most of our runners are still gonna be quite close at the end.
Yeah. There's some, like they're all very, very close to go mode, if not no mode or whatnot. It's still a real close race for sure.
That's the crazy thing about these fast settings. Even late in the game, everyone is quite close. There's not a lot of space to make a lead clean execution in those races, but that's what basically the leads are smaller than they used to be, which is quite nice to see.
Look for some more exciting drag races to the end.
Yeah, we do like that. We do like those. Advo climbing in the tall room. Shutting in Bokoblin.
I blinked and Koala's already in that room as well.
Oh yeah.
Knowing that they don't even have to do anything else, they just go for it.
Yep. And
Alex checking out some more checks in Moon Temple. Trying to find those light arrows which just aren't here.
Fable light arrows. Where could they be? And Koala's gonna...
Koala is doing a big key skip setup here.
Yeah. Well done. It is kind of terrible for Tenjo that the last check is gonna be the go mode, but still getting quite close to it. Advo jumping on the side, Koala jumping on the side. We're gonna have two runners in Mulgar at the same time.
Oh, Koala unfortunately falling down there. That's a very annoying place to get up from when you have chest storage. Because you have to take your boots off and then jump so you get hit by that spike, so you can get bumped back up there. Yeah.
I think can't you also do it with bombs? Not sure.
Yes, you can do it with bombs as well. Something to damage boost you.
Nice.
One of those tricks I practiced one time 6 months ago and never used since.
Yeah, and Koala did it quite well. We're back out. About to enter the Mulgar fight.
Yeah, the one that Advo's in. So Advo has to get light arrows from somewhere. Somewhere on Windfall, based on the items that he's got. And Koala needs to get the Shard and Fire Mountain, so I think that's going to be a pretty close side-by-side.
It is going to be quite close.
We'll have to see where Tanjo and Alex come out from these places here as well.
Yeah, Tanjo's about to finish Tower of the Gods too. Koala. Alex is also quite close, and yes, it is time to cap Gem once again. And yes, Tanjo will be straight outside the Viru, coming out of the dungeon. Actually, that's a fun thing to mention. The warp outside of the dungeon used to put us right into the warp to Hyrule. Before, and you had to come back out if you still needed an item. It was a little annoying, but also quite cute.
Downside is Tanjo has another minute or two of cutscenes as well.
Oh yeah.
You can't speed those up.
Picto Box for Alex.
First Picto Box.
And Koala Oh, missing the snipe a little. Throwing some magic on the way for Danjo. About to pick up the third statue here.
Yeah, there's a little trigger here. I don't know exactly where it is, but there's if you go too far down, you'll trigger the wizrobe to spawn in the next room, which can be really annoying. I'm not sure exactly where it is because I've landed on that position and flown out, and it still spawned. I don't know exactly what happens, but
it's a little tricky, honestly.
another obstacle with another obstacle along with the bats to dodge in the next room.
Oh yeah, that room is quite the room, honestly. Oh,
Yeah.
when Mulgar
Doesn't get
taking
him.
a left turn. There we go. So two runners are finishing things off with Mulgara. Alex heading to Mulgara. So get your cat gems ready once again.
Just uninterrupted cat jamming through the entire seed.
More and more cat gems. That's the kind of songs that that we play on Wind Waker Radio, you know.
Every Tuesday at 9. So yeah, Advo has 3 checks on Windfall. They're the Victor Box checks. Koala running to Fire Mountain. Tanjiro has to kill Godan.
Yeah, not the quickest boss fights. But it's still gonna be quite close.
I think so.
And everything said, it's a little insane to think about. But you look at that, Angel grabbing the ledge here, about to open the light arrows. Yeah, and that's go mode for Tanjo.
Let's go.
Every item has been compiled. Koala about to go to Fire Mountain. Meanwhile, Advo climbing up to Lanzo's place. This is quite close.
Relatively quick to get there with the leaf.
Yeah, it's quite nice to have the leaf.
Wish Advo had face cam on so we could see it as soon as he grabs this Picto right here.
Oh yeah, that Picto is gonna be the killer. Angel drinking some soup before the fight with Golden.
Opening up Fire
Voila!
Mountain.
Now
He's
making
getting
Fire
pyro
Mountain
burst.
less fiery. Advo looking at the tension between these two NPCs.
Yeah, I do think Advo is going to hit Hyrule first, but Tanjo and Koala are going to be right behind.
Oh yeah, Tenjo and Koala are gonna be insanely close to each other, and Alex is not far behind everyone. So
Yeah, that's just
we had quite the restream today. Oh, Koala getting knocked down by the Cargo Rock there. Just decides to freeze the Cargo Rock. And Advo now talking to the Gossip Girls with the light arrows. There we go. Oh, I think Advo still needs to go get that final shard on Fire Mountain, actually.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I see a little 1 next to Fire Mountain on his map
Yes.
tracker.
He does.
So-
Okay. Thought he had that already, but
Voila!
that's a bit of-
Now in go mode, Koala seems to have a little lead here. But Tenjo's gonna be right behind Koala. Because this is the final phase. This is gonna be real close, guys. And we
this is
got
gonna
some
be the
cat
closest.
jams too. We got some cat jams too.
Let's get out of here as well. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Koala now warping to Tower of the Gods. Almost made it to Tingle a tower instead, but not quite. And Koala sailing into the light ring here. Gonna reach Hyrule first. Meanwhile, on Tenjo's screen, we have Golden just snotting our go mode here. There we go. We now have access to the end of the game. And Tenjo is going to be just having to back into the light ring here.
After watching a wonderful cutscene of Triforce Reformation.
Oh, and we have our first place finisher. Outside of the restream, Tuberman finishing in first place with a time of 1:33.04.
Oh, GG's there, but even still, like, we have two people, just about 3 in Hyrule around the same time. Is that?
Oh yeah, that is insanity.
Alex finishing up Moguera. I think Alex just has the windfall checks as well to, so he's probably gonna find his lights pretty soon as well.
And you know what's crazy about what we're seeing right now? There's about a minute of difference between Koala and Tenjo. Everything is still possible here.
Absolutely. The final boss fight, Public Ganon, can be a very, very tricky beast.
And even Ganon can be a tricky beast at 3 hearts. It's very easy to get comboed to dead. And yes, we are at the beginning of a new The Wind Waker Randomizer tournament. It's Season 5 starting, first quals. And we have quite the runners right now because they're giving us a race that has about a minute of difference between 3 runners. It's great.
That's enough time that can absolutely be made up through final boss fights.
And we are going to have the next qualifier tomorrow in the afternoon, at least in my neck of the wood, at 1 p.m. EST. It's going to be real fun. 100 settings compared to Season 4. We now have viable hints. Also a lot less checks.
Yeah, our settings, we have hints, 15 hints given from Coral. We get our 4 path hints, 4 barren hints, like foolish locations, and then 7 random item hints. Get those right at the beginning. We also have chest type match contents, so you can just look at a chest and see if it's important or not. If it's spiky, you're going to want to get it.
How many of the runners will qualify for the main tournament? I don't actually know.
That is in the rules. 16 will qualify for the main tournament unless we get more than 32 participants, at which point I think it's 24.
Yeah, it's going to be 16, and it might have an option for 24 if there's too many of us.
Depends how many people run in the qualifiers, but we have 19 here for the first one already. It is in the rules document that we can find in the Discord, but...
Yeah, we do have a nice little Wind Waker Racing Discord where the tournaments are organized. So if you want to join us there,
there's our race.
It's gonna be fun.
There's our race winner Tuba in the chat. Just not gonna go into too much, but yeah, we have Tanjo and Koala did Lorenzo door cancel, and that absolutely paid off for them. Advo and Alex did not do it, and that hurt them quite a lot. Well, maybe not quite a lot, but it hurt them a bit.
Yeah, and Koala about to enter the final fight with Puppet Ganon.
This fight is deceptively difficult, especially this first stage here.
Oh, I don't know what Alex is doing, but they're doing something.
I think
doing door cancel right
door
now.
Cancel, yeah. This might be a blind door cancel. Koala getting a very clean Puppet Ganon one out of the way. There is a setup to do the door cancel blind if you follow it correctly.
And
it's not too bad.
Look, it's looking great, actually. Phase 1 of Puppet Ganon has been great for Koala, by the way. It's already over. Alex does have Picto, but apparently they wanted to practice. Okay, time for Phase 2. Meanwhile, Tanjo getting first hit. Missing a second. Koala getting just one hit right there.
Shot. Yeah, we're going to be joining the fun. We'll have 3 people holding hands in a Puppet Ganon fight.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Koala missing the crypt shot here. It is fine. That part of the boss can't be much longer than 3 phases. It's great. Even if everything goes wrong, everything is right. So we're gonna have 3 runners on 3 different faces of Puppet Ganon at the same time. Oh, Advo doing great work right
Talk
here.
about a close race.
Oh my god. Is Tanjo gonna get the crypt? Oh, getting hit, so probably not.
Got bumped.
And Advo finishing things up with the first face. So Koala needs, I think, one other light arrow. Oh, barely missing, but saved it! Oh my god. And we get a crypt from Tanjo, so it's now time for phase 3.
Oh boy.
And meanwhile, Advo on phase 2. Are we getting the double?
Alex running into Hyrule. He's going to be trying to join in on the fun fights.
Yeah. And we have a crypt, but not a double.
So our first logical Picto Box was Wind Temple mini boss. Our second logical Picto Box was in Lenzo's left chest. So Lenzo door cancel absolutely won because the photo led to a bow.
And
Lenzo
phase
door
3
cancel was
is
displayed today.
over for Tanjo. Meanwhile, phase 2 is over for Advo. And Koala is about to reach the top of the room.
Make sure not to make an extra step there so you don't get pushed down and fall.
Yeah. Oh, that was quite close for Advo there. This is the frog shot, as we like to call it.
Well, I did Ganon fight first out of these.
Oh yeah.
Ganon fight has 3 phases. Did a good damage, run into the barrier. That'll give you invincibility frames so Ganon doesn't take your soup. That's a great little strategy there.
This is quite the race we're having right now. Even Alex is in eye roll right now. And I think Koala is about ready for the final phase of this. Just gotta talk to Zelda. Line up for the shot. Target and click A. And Koala will be over with the seed. Send your GGs in the chat for Koala.
Oh,
His second place with a 140.24.
Just as Tanjo's in the same fight.
Yeah.
GG's
And
Koala.
Advo is joining that fight too.
Right there.
That is really close.
Ooh, Tanjo moving while Zelda fired that arrow. Just missing him.
Just a little off script now. But still gonna clinch that 3rd place, I think.
Yeah, 3rd place, 141.04. GG's Tanjo.
Yeah, that was quite nice.
I got the Advocate right behind Ganondorf fight as well.
Oh yeah, this scene has been insane. They didn't take the same path at all, and they got to Hyrule with about 2 minutes of difference. Was insane.
That's going to be
Advo.
Advocate after Tanjo 24 seconds later.
Yeah, 24 seconds later. And that's a 4th place finish. So we had the 2nd place, the 3rd place, and the 4th place finisher on the restream. The light arrows logically were on Pompey and Vera, the gossip girls as I like to call them.
Which were locked behind some really... a late Picto Box in Wind Temple.
Exactly.
Which led to
Alex is about to walk in to Puppet Ganon.
And I think we have our runners are just about ready to join in for a little interview here.
Oh yeah. We have our dragging technician, Artemis, about to do it for us. Thank you, Artemis. Or never mind, apparently. Doesn't have the rights anymore. It's fine. We'll get all 4 runners at the same time. That's gonna be insane. Or not, because they're entering right now. We have Advocate, Koala, and Tenjo. GG's to you 3.
Hello.
GG's. Hello,
GG's, everyone.
Our second place, third place, and fourth place finishers. That was close. That was really close.
Well, unless your name was Tuba, man.
Yeah,
So I think,
Tuba just did things. Tuba did things today,
I
apparently.
think the first question we want to ask is, how likely is this going to improve your odds to do Lens of Door Cancel early in the future?
Not really.
Same, because I will always do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of default to it anyway, so.
Yeah.
So
I
that
will
seems to be one of the main differences. We saw Tanjo and Koala pull that off and get the logical light, or get their light arrows and end of Tower of the Gods, and then that's what I think Advo and
Yeah.
Alex were both looking
Like,
for.
I know Advo doesn't
lights.
do Lens of Door Cancel, so I was like, okay, this is a solid advantage,
I mean,
especially after you know where that Picto box ends up being.
Where
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
the
the
other
Picto was
Picto? I never
unlucky.
found
It
it.
was deep
Other
in
things
Wind
were
Temple.
unlucky.
It was like
So-
top of Wind Temple.
I think mini boss room in Wind
The
Temple.
mini boss room.
Mini
I like
boss.
to call it the fruit
Oh, yeah.
room.
That was
Because,
the top of the behind not Stelphos, the behind
Am I-
Armos was
Oh.
a Tingle statue.
Yeah.
I got really lucky that Wind Temple was full go mode because I had some smooth brain moments that seed.
Yeah, I was going to say, Koala, I think, was the only one who got to do a full go mode of Wind Temple at that way.
You know what's
Well,
great
Cut
about
out. That was weird.
you know what's great about having smooth brain? Smooth is aerodynamic. You went faster because of it.
Well, see, the funny thing, Smooth, I forgot that Nehru's Pearl was inside Cliff Plat and not top of Cliff Plat, so for a very long time I thought my leaf had to be before Tower of the Gods.
Oh.
And then
okay, yeah.
I forgot that I'd gotten the big key in Wind Temple until I already had chest storage. So I was
Alex,
like,
go-
oh, well,
Alex going
Yeah,
for a
we're-
shot and just missing it.
We were really curious why you didn't do the big key version of finishing with Temple, but
it was
that explains it.
basically as I opened the chest to get chest storage, I went, I have the big key. What am I doing? But I already had the storage, so I just kept going.
I was thinking one other thing. Koala did a hammerless cabana, I believe, and it kind of makes sense because that was one of your path hints, right? You want to.
Yeah, but by the time I got inside Cabana, I knew I'd already gotten the hint because I stored top of Waterfall, and I saw that was command.
And meanwhile, we got our 5th place finisher, Shizuka, with a time of 1:45.01, and Alex is still climbing the rope. So we're getting close.
GG's.
We also had an
Yeah.
interesting thing. I think Tanjo entered Tower of the Gods a little bit early without much of anything. Got Skullhammer first, but then left it until very late.
Yeah.
That's kind of an interesting routing
want
choice,
to
huh?
do the cute finish with Tower of the Gods kind of thing. But yeah.
You made me nostalgic, honestly, because I remember the days when we did that, and basically they put the boat right on the warp, and you went to Hyrule directly. It was great. It was great.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like going to floor 1 Tachi early when you can full clear it is not a bad play because
It is
you're gonna
not.
save warp out of hop across anyways. So
Especially in this season where we already have the maps and compasses, that makes it way better than it was.
yeah. Yeah.
And
But yeah.
Alex on the final fight right now.
I definitely wish I did Tower of the Gods before Wind Temple because I ended up full clearing.
I saw
But
when I saw
whatever.
that bow in the big key chest, I went, anyone who went Wind Temple first is gonna hate this seed.
Yeah.
The
Everything
thing
was
is, I
going
don't-
okay.
I already explained like in the rating room that I really don't agree with doing Wind Temple first. Density is one thing, but you have to do mini boss anyways, and after that, like after floor 1, there is nothing that actually takes any time. Like doing the second Armos and like floating platforms is like so fast with CTMC. It's kind of
I
think
kind
it's
of
kinda
disagree
just
with that, but
I think it's kind of just a 50-50 at that point.
And we do have Alex finishing up in 6th place after Shizuka with a time of 1:47.08.
Yeah, that was quite clean.
Good games.
All of you guys were quite close at the end there. Even Alex was an eye roll before anyone finished, which was quite nice to see. That's a solid first race for this qualifying session.
Yeah, we had Tanjo, Koala, and Advo all in the pub again and fight in different phases. It was
Yeah.
pretty close.
My PG1 made up for my PG2.
It happens to all of us. That's the neat thing about PG2. Even if everything goes wrong, technically it should only take 3 phases. You know, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I had a soft lock happen to me. I'm pretty sure it was soft lock
Yeah.
with Big Pig.
Yes, the big
That
pig.
was the first time
According
that's
to
ever
our
happened to me.
scientists, you picked up Big Pig exactly at the same moment that it was starting to dig.
Yeah.
So it never got to dig out the item. Exactly
Yeah.
at the same moment.
GG,
So that
GG's
was kind of
Alex.
annoying.
Thanks,
GG's, Alex. Well, all 4 of our runners right now in the interview. It didn't take much time between all of you to get here. It's a great start to season 5, I think. A tight race, and we're gonna have some fun.
It was just janky enough. We were wondering a little if anyone was going to try doing a leafless Tower of the Gods, considering you had the mirror shields on, like Headstone for Second Fortress, and then Angular for your leaf.
Yeah.
Did that pop in anyone's head at all? Whether you should just be doing that or not?
No,
Not
definitely
really.
not.
No, absolutely
No.
not doing it without a leaf.
I never got desperate enough to do the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of a desperation play. Or I need to practice and this is only a casual run play.
It's like a last location thing.
If it had come down to like the first check of Wind Temple or Tower of the Gods, I would have gone Tower of the Gods, but other than that, I probably would have stayed out.
The seed wasn't too bad except for the stupid bow. I'm a little salty about that. Ended up full clearing because I didn't Lenzo door cancel and get the pick though.
Yeah,
I need to ask about that, Alex, actually. You actually did Lenzo door cancel to get in, even if you had the Picto box. Was it for practice?
It's slightly faster, I think, from what we've timed. You get to skip the cutscene of them talking, and you get to skip talking to Lenzo, exiting the door, and re-entering the upper door. With Leaf, it's not as bad, but I think it's still slightly faster, I want to say. That's why I did it.
It's great practice anyway.
It is good practice for sure.
Mentioning this as well, we quickly have our 7th and 8th place finishers. Lanaphi and Gymnast separated by 2 seconds.
Wow.
Wow.
To the advantage of Lenamfi. So
It's an actual tie, isn't it? 2 seconds.
And I think it is, yeah, actually.
Yeah, they both
And
got the same points.
fun,
That's crazy.
and fun thing about this this race, 19 entrants for this first qualifiers. So with 8 people being finished and 2 people DNFing, we are still at about half of the runners running. So insane to me.
Yeah. Hopefully we get at least 36 unique runners
Yep.
qualifying, because then we can have a bigger tournament.
Mhm.
It'd be really nice.
Certainly have a few that couldn't make it today that will sure join in later races.
Yep.
There's at least 4 that were commentating or tracking today.
Yeah, I know. I know several people who couldn't do this weekend who plan to do more, so that's always promising.
That's
Yeah,
actually a really cool thing about how we prepared these qualifiers this time, and just need to open the volunteer thing real quick, because we have 8 qualifiers, but it's not like a solid week of qualifiers. We had the one today, we have the one tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST, but then it goes all the way to next weekend. We're gonna have one at 12 p.m. EST. Yep. On Saturday next week. On Sunday, there's gonna be another one. On Monday, the week after, there's gonna be another one. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So basically, this should be a way for you to get your qualifiers in if you want to play in this wonderful tournament.
2 this weekend, 3 the next, and then 3 the weekend after that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite fun. But yeah, this was the first qualifier. We had 4 amazing runners on Restream today. They gave us a really close race. Gonna shout out to the runners, Tenjo 3, Koala, Advocate, and OFC 2000 Alex. The 2000 is hard to say, but still.
Of course,
We
it's
also had
Alex.
fantastic trackers. We had Eric Kilo and Artemis Smits. They both did a great job. And co-commentating with me today, we had Gold Quiver, aka Octo Spade, and
I
me.
might change that sometime.
Yeah, but yeah, that was a real fun. Honestly, it's really neat to see the new things that this season is bringing. The ints, the chests, the chest content matches chest type is quite fun. Honestly, it's kind of a riot for me because I've been here for a long time, and seeing people just not open chests is still weird to my brain. But it's
Yeah,
quite
it
cool.
takes some getting used to for sure.
You're saying we're seeing a little more DNFs because of that, due to
Oh yeah,
missed peaks or missed tracks. Like that's a little more. It seems a little more likely as well, but just kind of
Oh, yeah.
reinforces the need to make sure that you get it accurate, right? It's kind of the same with the hints.
I'm not having too much trouble with the colors of the chest, but it's not always the easiest to tell when you are colorblind. Is it the key? Is it not the key?
Oh,
But
dang.
maybe one day we'll get like a little X of the chests that are not good. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just put key and Comic Sans in the front of it.
That would be
You'll
good.
tell that way.
That works fine for me. But yeah,
What was it? The early game really opened up quite a lot because you had, I think, after the first trip to Windfall, you had all of Paw Print and all of Outset. And I know some people will chained Outset with Diamond Step with the hook shot, and some of them went. There's a lot of choices to make there, hey? But
Dude, imagine having hookshot on your first Windfall trip.
Advo, you were amazing for this because like you didn't have hookshot for lots of tricks, so we got to see the with and without at the same time. It was quite cute to see. Oh, and Lyric finishing in 9th place with a time of 1:53:56. So yeah,
Nice.
lots of runners still going in this one, but lots of runners finishing. That is the beauty of season 4 settings. We're not even 2 hours in.
Yep. Season 5.
Season 5, yes. I skipped the season in my head right
Blending
now.
together. Yep.
Back in time.
Season 4 was
Yeah.
a bit longer, you know?
Some
Yeah,
things
come on.
change, some don't.
Yeah,
Tuba's
season-
ruining the curve again by finishing way before everybody else. That never changes.
Yeah, season
Never
6
changes.
is the one where
We will see if I can change that.
To
Oh,
be
yeah.
fair, I said season 4, but that's because season 3 and season 4 were kind of a big blob of seasons. To me, they're the same. Oh boy. But yeah, that was quite fun. I think we're gonna hand it off to Trez to finishing things off for us.
Indeed. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the first qualifier. As already said, a big one. Let's hope the next ones are gonna be as big. Next one gonna be up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for volunteering to our squad here and for racing. And that's it for now. We're gonna have one more stream tonight on ZSR. In roughly 1 hour, it's gonna be the OT Randomizer Standard and a weekly race. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy and bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.